Let's send it back to Alexis Windsor in the ring to get us ready for our heavyweight championship match.
The following contest is set for one fall, and it is a triple threat match for the Pro Wrestling 225.
And there it is. General Manager Jordy Pujol with the gold.
And you know he's got to be just absolutely thrilled about Super Gold 5 so far, Landon.
Oh, absolutely. This has been just an incredible, incredible show, top to bottom, like we said. And this one is not going to disappoint.
But we know GM Jordy is also ready to find out who is that rightful PW 225 heavyweight champion. It's been a title that's been riddled with, sort of misconceptions and confusion over the last few months, and we finally get to decide the winner here tonight.
Introducing first, from Hell's Kitchen, New York, weighing in at 203 pounds, Lucha.
Could it be Lucha Locura walking away with his first Pro Wrestling 225 heavyweight championship here tonight?
This is a man that has taken Korey Konstantine to his limits this year in 2021. Whether it's their first match that they had at March to Madness, or it's their last man standing match at Bases Loaded. Lucha Locura feels like he has Korey Konstantine's number, and tonight could be his night to become the new heavyweight champion.
It absolutely could. Man, Lucha Locura has been a really, really entertaining guy to watch. Don't always agree with his mindset and his methods. But man, all the way going back to his match with the game changer Christian Blake. I mean, this guy is impressive.
That was one of the matches of the year last year between Locura and Blake, and it absolutely elevated Locura to the heavyweight title picture.
Without question, Spencer.
Yeah, and he's been battling with Korey Konstantine, and this is one of those things where we really thought Locura might have won the belt, but there's been a couple of interruptions.
Speaking of interruptions,
Introducing the first opponent, from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 220 pounds. He makes his own rules and plays his own game. Purple Haze.
He makes his own rules and plays his own game. Purple Haze shows up to Bases Loaded, drives in on his truck in the middle of the main event last man standing match, and causes a double count-out draw between Locura and Korey Konstantine. And to make matters worse, he attacks them both with a chair afterwards. Purple Haze feels like this PW 225 heavyweight championship belongs to him, and he's going to play his own game and make his own rules tonight to make sure he walks away with that title.
Spencer, Super Gold 5 has been a night of returns. And make no mistake, this might be the biggest return of the night. Purple Haze is back, and he is gunning for the gold that he never got a chance to fight for.
That's absolutely right. He is a guy that defeated Dale Springs at March Madness over a year ago now, and has felt like he has been absolutely owed a shot at the heavyweight title, and he has cemented himself in that picture in this triple threat here tonight. And you have to wonder, Landon, with as personal of a rivalry as Locura and Konstantine have against each other, does that make Purple Haze the X Factor?
You have to imagine that it does. I mean, you've got to think that the mind of Korey has got to be so much focused on Lucha going into this. Purple Haze has a real chance here.
Here comes the champ.
From the depths of his own imagination, weighing in at 200 pounds, Haze.
4-4-7. Korey Konstantine has held the Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship for 447 days, Landon.
unthinkable. A huge accomplishment for one of the most entertaining wrestlers in Pro Wrestling 225. Hands down, definitely a fan favorite here tonight in Columbia.
And look at the stare down from Locura. Does it get more personal than that? Constantine wins the championship in a surprise upset against Gil Gracie at March Madness last year. He's been successful in his defenses ever since. But Locura has pushed him to his limit, and he has his hands as full as they've ever been in triple threat action here tonight at Super Gold 5.
Korey Konstantine has been tested time and time again as Pro Wrestling 225 heavyweight champion. This might be his toughest test yet.
Who is going to be heavyweight champion when we get to 225 Mania in July at Denham Springs at Lockhart Gym? Who's going to be champion? It's time to find out.
The bell rings and I've got chills right now.
Eddie Irons calls for the start of the action, and you can tell Konstantine and Locura staring at each other, but this Columbia crowd is fully behind their PW 225 champion. Haze reminding them both about bases loaded, but paying for it.
Purple Haze makes his own rules, plays by his own game. Right now, he's getting played by Konstantine and Locura right to kick things off.
That's absolutely right. Locura now taking his turn. Korey wants in as well. They both feel like as much as Haze feels he has earned a title shot, Haze might have also earned a butt whipping from Locura and Konstantine.
Without question. Haze is in trouble to start this thing off. But I tell you what, Konstantine and Locura fighting over who's going to get the shots in, that's not going to end well for either guy either. So we see the frustration starting to set in. Wait a minute, Haze fighting back. You talked about that X factor that Haze brings into this match. It's that ambition, the guy who wants the gold. Locura and Korey have tasted it. They've both been, in their minds, the rightful champion.
Look at that double team maneuver. Who would have thought Korey Konstantine and Lucha Locura teaming up together to try to put Haze out? And there's a cover.
Korey goes for the cover.
Well, that's the problem with a triple threat match there, Landon. There can only be one winner. And Locura and Konstantine have no ability to let the other one win.
Absolutely not. We get some joint manipulation by Korey. Lucha's having none of it.
This was only a matter of time. We knew Locura and Konstantine would go at it head to head. They have a rivalry as personal as we've seen in Pro Wrestling 225.
That cross chop right to the throat. Korey, debilitated, is able to escape the suplex.
But Locura, look at that slap on the hands. It just was enough to loosen the grip. Locura gets momentum off of the ropes, but Konstantine a big kick to the chest.
Ducks through the second. Locura runs in the ropes, can't miss the third.
Oh, pace fast and furious here.
Korey takes down Locura, goes for the cover. Only a 2.
Landon, can you give the advantage to any one man in this match?
It's so hard to name an advantage here. I mean, we talked about the X factor that Haze is bringing into the ring, but both of these guys have been so impressive in their past outings in these matches. It's hard to call.
For me, Landon, it's going to come down to who wants it the most.
Unquestionably, as Locura tosses Konstantine up. Konstantine reverses with a beautiful hurricanrana in the center of the ring.
But Locura able to stop his momentum again.
Locura, just such a dominating force. This guy is scary. Lucha Locura makes coffee nervous.
Locura looking like he might gain an advantage, but Konstantine hanging on to the tights. Oh, but gets kicked right in the mush.
What Locura brings to the table is just, he's so cerebral. As he locks in this cravat lock.
Oh! Beautiful cravat cutter. That could be it. We can have a new champ right here, too. Haze able to interrupt, but beautiful work from Lucha Locura, no doubt about it.
He's a thinking man's wrestler, but he's going to have to think a little bit harder on how to manage two guys at one time as Haze brings it to Lucha Locura here in the corner. Purple Haze now caught.
Tremendous action in this triple threat match as Locura now able to take Haze down. Locura looking like the favorite right now as Irons is there for the 2 count.
Lackadaisical cover. That's not going to do Lucha Locura any favors on his road to win the PW225 Heavyweight Championship.
We're going to find out later at Super Gold 5 who the new #1 contender will be in the Super Gold Rumble. But all the attention right now is on this triple threat match as Haze ducked to the outside.
Hard right.
Climbs to the top.
What could he be thinking?
Big drop kick from Haze off the top rope.
You'll notice, Spencer, as he was on the top, he did shift his eyes slightly to see the positioning of Korey Konstantine and made sure it was safe to go for that dive off the top before he made the choice.
And Konstantine nearly lost his title, not even being into the decision at all, as Locura was just able to get the shoulder off the mat at 2. As a champion for over 400 days, losing your championship and not even being a part of that decision would be just an absolute heartbreaker, Landon.
Devastating. But one thing that may give Korey Konstantine the edge tonight. Oh, what a huge move. A beautiful counter by Lucha Locura, dropping Haze on his face.
Haze going for that leapfrog over Locura. But Locura, like you said, Landon, a thinking man's wrestler, and takes full advantage as he knocks Konstantine off the apron to the outside and turns the attention back to Purple Haze.
As I was saying, Konstantine may have an advantage here just listening to the crowd. All night they've been chanting Korey, Korey. That's got to be at least getting in the heads of his other 2 opponents.
You're absolutely right. They're doing it again right now. These fans of the Columbia Expo Center are fully behind the heavyweight champion. My word.
And the mind games did not pay off there. Haze 1 step ahead.
Who's going to gain control here? Konstantine hangs onto the ropes and send Haze through the ropes.
What a beautiful dive through the ropes.
Wow.
And Korey is in position.
What could he be thinking, Landon? Something from the depths of his own imagination. Here comes Korey Konstantine.
Goes over the top.
And the crowd here in Columbia loves it. And they love their Pro Wrestling 225 heavyweight champion.
A tope con hilo from Korey Konstantine, and he chooses Haze to throw back in the ring.
Interesting choice there. Going for it, does not hit what he was looking for, but does hit the massive spin kick onto Haze.
The educated feet of the Pro Wrestling 225 heavyweight champion doing wonders here tonight. What could he be thinking? This is a high-risk maneuver.
This could be Konstantine's chance to retain his title. Oh, but Haze leans into the ropes, knocking Korey Konstantine off balance.
This could be a game-changing moment for Purple Haze in this matchup, Spencer.
What a back and forth battle between all 3 of these men, and they're all fighting for that Pro Wrestling 225 heavyweight championship. It doesn't get any bigger than this, as Haze and Locura now both seem to be climbing onto that top rope. This is dangerous, dangerous territory for the champion.
Unquestionable. They could be thinking a double superplex.
Hold your breath. Oh,
Konstantine could be eliminated from this matchup after that one.
Who's going to be the first one to get the cover, though? Will Haze or Locura be able to take advantage?
All 3 men down after the huge impact from that high-risk move.
Incredible footage from Cajun Nerd Media right there to see Konstantine hit the mat from the superplex. Who's going to gain control here? This could be the defining moment, Landon.
Lucha Locura eyeing Purple Haze, trying to come up with a game plan to take him out. And they're trading back and forth shots in the center of the ring. This is what Super Gold is all about.
Oh, nasty.
Snot rocket by Purple Haze. You know, I have to mention, this is sort of a different kind of attitude that I remember from the Purple Haze we used to have back in 2019.
Absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. This is a Purple Haze that has come back refocused on only one thing. You know, before he did care what the fans thought, but now he only cares about one thing, and that's himself. And what he wants right now is the Pro Wrestling 225 heavyweight title.
It is a dog-eat-dog world, Spencer, and that Pro Wrestling 225 championship is looking a lot like a milk bone to Purple Haze.
Locura the one now in dangerous territory. Haze up on the top rope. This could be dangerous. Oh!
Unbelievable! Exploder suplex from the top.
And look at Korey Konstantine on the top rope as well. What's going to happen here, Landon?
Korey losing his balance. Oh, but finds a way to deliver the elbow to save the match.
Wow, Haze was covering Lucha Locura, and it looked like, I don't even know if it was on purpose, but Konstantine was able to break up the pin, and now he's pinning Locura on his own. No.
Not enough on this occasion.
But he's going to try Haze as well. Will he retain the championship here? No.
What incredible action we're getting for the Pro Wrestling 225 Heavyweight Championship here at Super Gold 5.
This match is as good as advertised, Landon. I have no idea who's going to come out on top, but it's got Match of the Year written all over it already.
The heart of all three of these competitors standing firm, and they are trading blows here, the three of them. What's it gonna take for one of these guys to come out on top?
Trading blows still here. Haze goes low.
Korey going back to that European uppercut, but he cannot stay standing. Rolls through. Haze going for the cover. Lucha having none of it. Spinning around. He could have a cover here.
Konstantine interrupting that one with a roll-up of his own. No. Just trying to get the slightest advantage.
And the pin party interrupted. Huge move here from Korey to Lucha Locura. Locura's dazed. Purple Haze gets it. Beautiful backbreaker.
My word, Konstantine's back looked like it snapped in half.
Locura, oh no.
Not this. Oh!
Plants him. Locura could have it here, Spencer.
New champion.
Korey breaks it up. And the appreciation from the fans here in Colombia.
The crowd still fully behind Korey Konstantine. This is Pro Wrestling 225. Locura. He said it before the match. He called Purple Haze boring. He said Korey Konstantine wasn't good enough to beat him. But he said that he was glad it was a no disqualification match, and he's now taking full advantage.
You know, it's not the way you want to see. Oh, come on.
We've seen him do this before. Locura will stop at nothing.
This is not the way to win the Pro Wrestling 225 Heavyweight Championship.
The crowd none too happy with Locura's tactics.
Korey, still some life left in the champion.
The single finger salute.
And a slam by Lucha Locura takes Korey Konstantine down. Korey Konstantine's in trouble here.
Things do not look good for the Pro Wrestling 225 Heavyweight Champion as Locura climbs onto the top rope.
Lucha's gonna fly. Flip senton, but Korey gets the knees up. Head first for halos. goes.
Konstantine's gonna do it. He's gonna retain the title.
But Haze, no! Wait a minute. Haze is throwing Korey
Not like
Konstantine out of
this.
the ring.
Not like this. Purple Haze.
What did we just see?
Your winner of this match and new Pro Wrestling 225 Heavyweight Champion.
When I talk, you listen. I make my own rules. I play my own game. I am Pro Wrestling 225 Heavyweight Champion.
And that tells you the whole story, Landon. He plays by his own rules, and that was good enough for Purple Haze to become the new Pro Wrestling 225 Heavyweight Champion.
Purple Haze has fought tooth and nail throughout his career to finally reach this pinnacle. And I may not be a huge fan of his attitude, but by God, he deserves the recognition. What an amazing, amazing contest for the Pro Wrestling 225 Heavyweight Championship here tonight.
Those three men left it all in the ring, and you have to feel for Korey Konstantine, champion for 447 days, and he hits headfirst for halos on Locura. You think he's gonna escape again with the title, but Haze plays his own game and takes advantage of Konstantine's work to win the Pro Wrestling 225 title.
But who will be Purple Haze's first challenger for the Pro Wrestling 225 Heavyweight Championship? Coming at you tonight, we're going to find out.
That's right, Super Gold Rumble. It's going to be massive. One of the biggest events of the year for Pro Wrestling 225, and we get to find out who's going to challenge Purple Haze for that title first. But Landon, unbelievable action. Triple threat match. It doesn't get any better than that.
Absolutely not. This has been such an incredible, incredible episode.
And I cannot believe the returning Purple Haze. After bases loaded, he made his point, and then he cashes in. He forces his way into this triple threat match, and he comes out on top at Super Gold 5. This event has been memorable from top to bottom. And it's not any more memorable than it is for the new champ. And you can tell he is absolutely relishing showing this crowd